See these numbers and you think about, look, how many people now are no longer coming across the border, which again, it's basic supply and demand that are having an impact on demand for multifamily and or self-storage. And whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of times when people cross the border, you've got multiple people living in really small apartments or smaller houses, thus potentially needing a lot more storage just to put their stuff.
And undoubtedly, we're seeing almost 50-year lows in international migration, which is starting to have a big impact on the rental market. So this is a research article from the Pew Research Center talking about how migrant encounters at the US-Mexico border are at their lowest level in more than 50 years. And here's the data, Adam. We had this big surge in migration over the border in 2022, 2023. We had 2 million people per year.
Just take a moment and think about that. 2 million people per year for 2 years in a row there, 1.7 as well. That's a lot of demand that's not being discussed. When you really think about 2 million people a year crossing our border, and now, which he's going to get to in a moment, it's basically zero. If you've been around self-storage for any prolonged period of time, what happened in 21, 22, and 23? I mean, you saw rates just skyrocket. Let's break it down, supply and demand.
However, that has now dropped down in 2025 to 237,000, which is the lowest level going back all the way to 1970.
Lowest level of international immigration, people coming into our country, having more demand for our assets, lowest level since 1970.